Hey, lizard people. So let's talk about some of the best places to buy bearded dragons online. Quick answer to this: the best place to buy your bearded dragons online are going to be from experienced breeders. They often have websites or social media pages available to determine if they're legitimate and that they are experienced at shipping these reptiles in a healthy way. Some signs of a good breeder or place or online place is going to be through name recognition, some if just word of mouth from other breeders, if they provide detailed shipping information, and the type of payments that they're using on their site. So number one, name recognition. As simple as this is, if you recognize the name of the online shop, chances are it's more reputable. This goes for big name chain shops such as Petco or online shopping platforms such as Craigslist. If you've been into bearded dragons for a while, you may notice some stores and breeders being mentioned as recommended places to use. Check if an online store has been mentioned on any forums. It's another great way. I personally recommend a CB Reptile. They're a family-owned business. I like them a lot, and I'll a little bit. Talk about them some later, but I've also linked to them in the description below. If you just want to jump there and check them out now, you can do that. But like I said, I'll cover them more here in a little bit. So number two is going to be breeders. Online stores are more trustworthy if they share information about their breeders, because several breeders can work with one online pet store to provide them these reptiles. The more that they share about them, the better they are usually. So doing some simple researches on the web about how long the site has been in business is also helpful. Detailed shipping information. One of the most important aspects of online shopping for a pet is how the business handles shipping. Good stores go into detail on how they ensure the health and safety of the bearded dragon during transport. I know this sounds like a no-brainer, but you would be surprised at how many places sell and just they think that the minimum they need to do is just have it get it to you as quick as possible before any health problems occur without much else. And it's kind of shocking to see. So there's much more involved to make sure that they are happy and healthy during transport. So just check out and see if what information the shops provide on their shipping process, and that's a big indicator of if they're how good the place might be. So I know this one probably goes without saying, but number four, standard and official payment methods. Another big issue with online purchases from unique websites is how your financial information is potentially stolen. So a well-established site will provide suitable payment methods, often involving around major credit cards and or PayPal. This is really becoming less of an issue, but I just thought it was worth bringing up. As long as they're using something like a reputable third party, you're fine. I don't personally like any online store that requires me to call in, give my payment information like over the phone. I've seen that before. Things like that, I just avoid. I much rather just have a third party like Stripe or them use something like PayPal that I know is going to be much more secure. So some of the places I'll talk about for places to buy bearded dragons are going to be CB Reptile, Petco, Craigslist, Atomic Lizard Ranch, Reptile City, and Underground Reptiles. So when it comes to CB Reptile, they are my personal favorite. This is a family-owned breeding business with a wide variety of options, and they have an on-site biologist. They have a lot of rare morphs available if you're interested in a special type of bearded dragon. They also have chameleons, pythons, all kinds of other reptiles available. They're extremely professional, and they offer some really quick shipping. They're my most recommended place to go and get any pet reptile. I'll leave a link in the description below. Highly recommend them. So you can also go to a bigger chain somewhere like Petco. This is the first place many people go when they think about buying a new pet. Petco carries bearded dragons, and when you go, you'll notice it says that they aren't available for online sales. So technically, they're not available for online sales, but you can kind of work around this. What you need to do is search their stores around your area and look to see if they're carrying the bearded dragon. And they're only really going to carry the normal types. Forget about any type of special morphs with a chain like Petco. But when you find the one you want, call the store and ask about their dragons, and then finally purchase and reserve the bearded dragon for you to come and pick up. And the average cost is going to be between $30 and $60 somewhere like this. But This I would use this as a last resort, because usually dragons come from these larger chains have health problems. They're not as well taken care of. You're much better off using a reputable breeder like CB Reptile. So another option could be Craigslist. And Craigslist may not seem very reputable, and in some cases it's not. But it can put you into contact with breeders and other people who own bearded dragons in your area, and this may be a better use because buying online avoids the shipping problem, which is shipping reptiles can be somewhat difficult depending on what you're getting. So if someone is shipping a pet to you, just make sure that they're experienced in doing so, or the reptile might die. And whenever shopping on Craigslist, be sure to follow the recommendations for safe purchasing, as the platform is too large to regulate tightly. But this is a good way to find local people, and see and also find like that hidden gem breeder that most people just know through word of mouth or things like that. So that's really where Craigslist comes into play. Also, while I'm thinking about it, Facebook Marketplace is another good option for this, similar to Craigslist. So also give that a shot. So Atomic Lizard Ranch is an Arizona-based breeder with almost 30 years of experience, and they have a lot of positive reviews on breeding, selling, and shipping bearded dragons. The website is very easy to use, offers access to other approved breeders, supplies, and information that you'll find helpful. They offer many types of morphs, and they have experience with shipping them safely. On the downside, the prices for these bearded dragons are much higher than finding one at a pet store, but the reptiles are going to be healthy, and they're going to arrive safely. Reptile City is another excellent place to buy bearded dragons online. This company is based out of Texas, and they provide supplies and care advice for all their reptiles. Because these groups are so experienced in selling and shipping these bearded dragons, expect them to reach you safely and in a healthy form. Bearded dragons at Reptile City only come in the standard "what you see is what you get" form. They don't specialize in any fancies or morphs. Still, their bearded dragons are healthy and relatively reasonably priced. Currently, they're available for around $70, so it's just slightly higher than like your major chain like Petco. So if specific morphs you aren't interested in, they can be a great option. So Underground Reptiles, despite their name, is a quality source for finding bearded dragons. So on this website, there are many kinds of reptiles, including the different morphs for dragons. They can sell these at a reasonable price, ranging from $45 up to $400, depending on the morph and color of what you're looking for. The bearded dragons you get come from a variety of breeders through this website. So as such, they don't really have every morph available. It depends on what's available at that time. So it's kind of like first come, first serve basis. But the store is an excellent place to buy any online reptile. So I hope you can go shopping for bearded dragons online with some confidence now. I highly recommend you stick to the list here that I've provided you. I can't really vouch for any others outside this list, but if you go with something like CB Reptile, which I recommend the most, you'll get your bearded dragon shipped to you quickly, it'll arrive healthy, and you'll have you a new pet friend to have some fun with. And if you're interested in learning more about bearded dragons and really being the best pet owner you can possibly be, check out the Bearded Dragon Handbook. This is a book that I've written. I cover everything you can possibly think of about bearded dragons and caring for them. There'll be a link to that in the description if that's something you're interested in. Thanks for watching our video. I hope you learned something new. While you're here, please comment below, like this video, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Until the next one.
Have you subscribed yet? Subscribe yet?